Creating wealth starts with knowing how to handle money. I'm Anthony Peluso, founder of Wealth for Life. I've built my own multi-million dollar property portfolio and helped thousands of Australians achieve their financial goals. I get asked hundreds of questions, and here are my answers. Ask Anthony. Hi guys, my name is Anthony Peluso, founder and CEO of Wealth for Life, and welcome to another episode of Ask Anthony. Now, unless you've been living under a rock over the last few days, few weeks, you'd be well aware that interest rates in Australia have dropped once again, with the official cash rate being 0.75% as of last Tuesday. Okay, so what does that mean for the economy and what does that mean for us as investors? Okay, I'm going to talk to you about the hidden dangers of low interest rates. Number one, if you're an investor, low interest rates usually mean that your properties or your real estate is cash flow positive, okay? The lower the mortgage repayments are, the higher the rent, the better position you're in. That makes perfect sense, okay? So there are advantages to it. But like anything in life, where there's an advantage over here, there is a disadvantage over here. So as an investor, it's very important that you understand the swings and the roundabouts and the advantages and the disadvantages. Okay, so take for example someone who relies on money sitting in the bank and living off the interest of their that so-called term deposit, right? This is why I've always said to you guys, keeping money in the bank is a joke. It's the most dangerous thing. It's the biggest risk. The biggest risk you have is keeping your money in the bank thinking that your money is going to accumulate and increase, okay? It's not. It's not going to multiply because as you can see right now, people that have actually got their money in the bank are getting almost a zero return on their money, okay? Banks can't afford to pay you interest on your money right now because they're having to give it away so cheap over here, okay? Does that make sense? So usually what they do is they take your money that's in a term deposit, okay, pay you a little bit, and then hand it over to investors, okay? Straight out the back door to investors, okay? Package it up, sell it to investors at 3% and pay you, your bit as someone who's got their money in the bank. The gap is getting less and less and less now for the banks. They don't have enough to give you money on term deposits, okay? So it's extremely risky keeping your money in the bank and hoping and counting and relying on that as an investment strategy or retirement strategy moving forward. Very dangerous. I've said it for years and now it's coming into play, okay? So people, retirees that are even with hundreds and hundreds of thousands in the bank, people that are relying on interest from their mortgages, from their term deposits are going to struggle to get by, okay? Investors, on the other hand, are having a great day right now because interest is so cheap, okay? I mean, you can get principal and interest rates somewhere between 2.5 to 2.9%. Principal and interest fixed for a period of 3 years, and even interest-only rates now are starting to hover well below 3.5%, okay? Number one, you want to know how to pay off the mortgage on your home in the fastest possible way. How about understanding and learning how you can become debt-free forever? Imagine paying less tax and having more money going into your pay packet every fortnight. What about securing your financial future in your retirement so you never have to worry and stress about money ever again? These are the things that we go through with you in a one-on-one consultation. Some of the results that we've achieved for our clients by sitting down with us one-on-one, we had one couple who created $300,000 in 14 months. We had another gentleman who's gone on to amass a fortune in real estate that's going to pay him $200,000 per annum for the rest of his life when he stops working. These are just some of the things that come out by sitting down with our advisors in a one-on-one consultation. Get your goal planning and you get your financial planning and your goal setting right in 2019. Take advantage of the tremendous opportunities that exist in the Australian property market right now. Call 1300 793 877 or visit wealthforlife.com.au and book an appointment in with one of our investment advisors to get your money right in 2019. So it's very attractive if you're a real estate investor, okay? If you can get your hands on credit sensibly, okay, take advantage of it. You probably won't see interest rates this cheap anymore for a long time moving forward. Now, what's the hidden danger of low interest rates, okay? With interest rates predicted to go to as little as 0% in the future, right? Purely driven by the fact unemployment right now sits at around 5.3, and our government wants to get it around 4.5%, okay? But they can only cut rates so low, and I personally don't think that cutting rates lower is going to handle the unemployment problem, okay? But the real danger right now facing Australians is this mindset of consumption versus production, okay? So what do I mean by that? So if you've got a mortgage right now, right, you think all your Christmases have come at once, all right, because your mortgage repayments aren't as much as what they used to be, thanks to the banks, if they pass the interest rate cut on, right? Now, the problem with that is that when the banks help you out on your mortgage, you start to get into this false sense of security that you don't have to work so hard and you don't need to operate with urgency anymore. You can take it easy because the bank has given you a lifeline where your mortgages is much, much, much less. So most people will buy into the banks helping them out, and they won't operate or behave when it comes to working as hard because they don't believe that they need to. So say that you had a loan for, say, you had a loan and you were paying $20,000 a year in interest, and now because of the interest rate cuts, you're paying $17,000 a year in interest, right? See, you work at a certain level, to a certain level, in a certain way to pay off that $20,000 a year, okay? Now that the repayments you need to make per year are only $17,000 as an example, right? Most people will probably pull back on how hard they work, okay? The smart people won't see that $3,000 as an advantage to them from the viewpoint that they don't have to work as hard, okay? Because the problem you get, if you start to relax and take it easy, as soon as interest rates go up, you're going to get caught out, okay? So the smart guys right now are saying, hey, you know what? Whilst I'm saving $3,000 over here, I'm going to continue to just produce and produce just as much and even cut my loan down even further, right? Or the smarter ones are saying, hey, that extra $3,000 that I'm saving over here, I'm going to take that and I'm going to park it over here and accumulate more good debt, more investment properties, okay? So their level of production does not drop off. It's the most important thing I want you to get out of this, okay? Don't get into this mentality that I can just take it easy, spend an extra day on the beach because I don't have to work so hard because my repayments aren't as much. You get into this non-production, consume, and that's never helped or saved anybody, okay? The right mindset right now is, you know what? I'm getting an advantage over here. I'm going to take that advantage and I'm going to put it over here and get an even greater advantage. Take that extra money that you're not having to pay, say on your home loan, right? Work just as hard, if not harder, and park that money elsewhere into an investment property, okay? Into another asset that's accumulating, okay? Don't sit back and think you don't have to do anything right now because the banks are doing it all for you, okay? Because if you are, you're missing this whole thing. You're not getting the full picture. See, the news and the media want you to take it easy, okay? They want you to just relax and, just, hey, we're good guys, we've given you an interest rate cut, you should be grateful, and yeah, that's great, but take advantage of that interest rate cut. Take the money that you're saving over here, put it over there, accumulate more assets, create more wealth. But don't refrain or don't retreat when it comes to production, okay? If you look at the greatest economies in the world, like take the Asian economy, China, their level of production in ratio with consumption is far, far greater. These guys produce far, far more than what they consume. But if you look at countries like Australia and the United States, it's all reversed. They consume, and produce very little, hence the GDP and the debt that these countries actually carry over their heads. It's because they're not producing anywhere near as much as they're consuming. So get the model worked out in your own household, in your own mind, in your own household, in your company, in your workplace. Produce more than you can consume. Take the benefit the banks are giving you over here with an interest rate cut. grab that savings and put it over there against a really good quality asset and help yourself create wealth, okay? $300,000 in 14 months. $200,000 passive income for the rest of your life when you stop working. $200,000 in capital growth over a 2-year period. These are some of the results that our clients have achieved over the last 12 months. We're going to be running some special events in a town, in a city near you over the coming weeks called an Evening with Wealth for Life. Get in the market right now and take advantage of the ride that's about to take place. Go onto our website or call us on 1300 793 877 and make a time to book in and come to one of these events. So, hopefully you've got the message out of what I'm saying right now. It is a hidden danger, right? These low interest rates, because people start to think that they don't need to work as hard, produce as much, do as much, and they just take it easy. Eventually interest rates are going to go up, okay? And you don't want to get into this lazy mentality that you don't have to work as hard anymore. Now's the time. If you know how money operates and how to move money around, and if you can accumulate good debt, now is the time to take advantage of this cheap money and get it to work for you. Don't just sit back and think, I don't have to do as much anymore, okay? That's the wrong mindset, okay? It's a trap, actually. It's an actual trap to think that now you can now take it easy. You've got more discretionary spending. You can spend an extra day on the beach, take another week off work, and stay away over Christmas for longer periods of time. It's a trap, okay? Take that savings that you're getting, that the banks are giving you now with low interest rates, right? And take it and go get that money and put it somewhere else where you start accumulating really good assets, good debt, okay? And put yourself in a position where one day you don't have to work for money. All right? Thanks, guys. I hope you got a lot out of that. Tune in again every Tuesday. Jump onto our website, wealthforlife.com.au. Be the person that makes $300,000 in 14 months, like Lisa and Warren. Be the person that made $200,000 in 2 years, like John and Diana. Be the person that's going to retire on an income stream of $200,000 a year, passive income stream of $200,000 a year for the rest of their life, like Glenn and Pauline. These are some of the results that we've been getting for our clients at Wealth for Life. They're real people, they're real results. You want to see them? Come in and have a chat to us, okay? The timing is perfect right now if you have the right mindset and can access debt, all right? Thanks, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Type your comments below. We love the questions that you send in. Share this video if you think someone else can benefit from it as well. Guys, 94% of Australians retire well below the poverty line by the time they stop working, okay? Don't be one of these people. Take this information. I know it can change your life, okay? It's changed my life. It's changed the lives of some of my staff. It's changed the lives of our clients. This information can change your life. Make it a priority. Make it important. Conditions right now when it comes to borrowing money and real estate markets have never been better for investors. If you can't or won't get in right now, it does not make sense to look at it later on, okay? Because they're never going to be stacked in your favor the way they are right now. Thanks, guys.